What's going on, guys? It's Kyle again with DTOM Knives and Gear, and today I have another package to unbox. I've already been buying a lot, and I've got some pre-order knives that are, more on the expensive side. My taste have kind of gotten a little out of hand, and my collection is getting more refined. But there's a couple of knives that a lot of people have been talking about. This one included one, you've already seen the unboxing of the CRKT Pilar, that just looked like it was going to be ergonomically a really good knife. And now this one, the Civivi Riffle, which a lot of people have been talking very highly of. So I was like, 60 bucks? Yeah, let's try it. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. So yeah, the Civivi Riffle. Now, the reason that I really chose to pick this knife up is, one, the price. It's 60 bucks. And, it's got decent materials for the price, as far as budget knives concerned. And then people like Kevin, Lefty EDC, Wayne Sharp World, Grady's Gear, all these different guys that I watch and I know and I talk to have really been blown away by this knife. So I was like, okay, 60 bucks, let's just get it. So I did. So let's open it up. The unboxing knife today is one that is on loan from Freak Show EDC, my buddy Jeremy. This is the Hinderer Fire Attack. Really been enjoying this guy. Let's go ahead and get in the box, or the package, not a box. Typical Civivi box here in a plastic sleeve. Get the Hinderer out of the way. Whoop, nope, need it back. Need to cut some tape, cut a little label. Civivi, one thing I can say about Civivi, and I've got a few, is their packaging is pretty nice for the price that you pay, because it comes in a nice box, and then it also has a very, very nice pouch with it. And I dig that. I use these pouches a lot because I send a lot of knives out and about, and so that makes me happy. The pouches are this felt, kind of really soft stuff. So you get the regular card, you get a couple of cool stickers, you get your microfiber cloth, which is actually a pretty decent size, and then you have the knife. This is the Civivi Riffle. That's how I pronounce it. That's what a lot of people pronounce it. I have heard people call it the rifle, but that's not how you spell rifle. I think it's the riffle. I picked the green configuration. This is, I believe, micarta. Is this the G10 of micarta? Now I can't remember. I was just like, buy one, and I did. So, but really, really nice. It is a little bit smaller than I thought of, but it's not a small knife. Of course, you guys know that I like the big stuff, but it does have your pocket clip there. Only problem with this one is it doesn't sit into the material, but it's fine because it does have countersunk screws, and it has enough room there that looks like it's going to be in and out of pocket well. Most of the Civivi pocket clips that I have had work really well. So the main feature of this knife that I wanted to check out, because a lot of people said they loved it, was the detent and the action on a $60 knife. So let's do the flipping action, shall we? There is your flipper tab, very small, does have jimping all the way around it. So let's just see what it feels like. Feels pretty good. Closing. Very, very smooth. Not exactly fall shut as of right now, but it's brand new, and it might actually break in to where it does fall shut. But I mean, if the action stayed like this, I'd still be very happy. Running on bearings. Yeah, the detent on the flipping action is pretty damn amazing. Let's see if we actually can fail it. I can, but it almost locked up. So I like this detent, which, the lighter the detent, or they may have actually put a lighter detent on this because of the hole deployment. You guys know that I love the hole deployment. This is probably going to be the way that I open the knife most of the time, so let's try that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely a nice middle finger flick knife, which of course just makes me happy. I do enjoy having the option to do a flipper, even though flippers get boring to me after a while. But if it's on a knife that already has the middle finger flick, it's just kind of fun sometimes to just use the flipper. So I really dig that. Yeah, this is This is pretty nice as far as the action and the way it deploys with the middle finger flick. Really feels good. So I am enjoying that. I dig the way it looks. I mean, it's not the most aesthetically pleasing knife, to me anyways, but it looks good. It's not an ugly knife. I think it is a well-designed knife. Let's see what the ergonomics are like for somebody with big hands and no forward finger choil. They're pretty good. You know, because my big hand, so, you know, it's pretty neutral and just kind of swoops up. So unfortunately for me, where my pinky rides is like right on that point, it doesn't cause too much of a problem, but it's I can definitely feel it poking my hand a little bit, but it's nicely rounded off right there, so that's not a big deal. If it was just a tad bit longer to where my pinky could actually get on here without that, it would be better. No big deal. No big deal, so that's fine. Ergonomically feels good. The jimping on it is pretty nice, not aggressive. It's kind of a middle ground between close and far apart, but it's not really aggressive. And since holding the knife back here, just the back of my thumb gets on the jimping. So I could probably take it or leave it because really my thumb rides a little higher. I'm digging it. I mean, a lot of people have already deemed this in the running for the 2021 budget knife of the year. And I can totally see why. It is definitely a nice, I mean, this kind of reminds me of like a Ferrum Forge design. I think it's just a Civivi design, but with that blade shape, I don't know. It just reminds me of something from Ferrum Forge. I may be crazy, but yeah, I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I picked it up. Listen, it has a nice detent that sucks it back in. Really, I mean, I just love that. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm going to carry this. We'll do a full review on it and figure everything out. I can kind of see how far the pocket clip kind of comes up. It still doesn't feel like a hot spot, even though when I notice, I'm like, damn, that kind of comes up kind of way. But it's really not a hot spot. I don't really feel the pocket clip. Now that may vary between your hand sizes. I've got fat hands, so it doesn't usually, it's not really a problem for me. But it just looks like it would be, right? But it's not. So yeah, we'll put this in pocket. We will give her a whirl. That's just because we're out here. This blade feels really, I mean, it's a very thin blade stock, which is super cool. And it feels like it gets like super thin behind the edge. Just for the hell of it, let's slice some stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah. So it is very slicey blade. That's what it looked like to me, and it appealed to me in that sense. A lot of people for their EDC knives doesn't need anything big and overbuilt and just huge blade stock. Something that is a decent size that will cut like a dream. This right here might be it. For 60 bucks, I'm impressed so far. So we will carry it. We will use it and get back with you to see if I think the same thing that the other guys did about this being in the running for the 2021 budget knife of the year. It's still early in the year, so definitely can do it left-handed. I need to always see that because, you know, it is a liner lock, so you're not going to have any pressure on the lock bar or anything like that. But the access to the lock bar feels really good. So anyway, this is not a full review. This is just first impressions and unboxing. But yeah, I'm digging it. And definitely stay tuned for the full review of this guy. Stay safe in this crazy world that we are living in. And we will see you in the next one.